Welcome to the wild wonders of Southern Africa, where you get swept away on a magical safari. A journey that takes you to places and animals very few have gone before. Subscribe and join the Wild Wanderer family today.
Hi there students, and welcome back to another episode of the Wild Wonders of Southern Africa. So in today's episode, I'm going to talk about studying, how to get information from your books all the way in your head so that you can then put it down on a piece of paper when you're asked to do so. Now, a lot of students do not study in the same ways, and I'm going to quickly talk about the different ways to get the information in your head and remember it for your test. Now, unfortunately, a lot of guys that struggle with studying have problems to focus, and that's why I also included a couple of audio files that's going to help you to focus and then also retain the information for a later period. So what is important, guys, you need to know how to get the information compressed, just like a file, and then stored. So, a lot of you guys have told me in the past that when you study, you just repeat the information. So you read it and you repeat it. Another very good way to do things is to read it out loud so that audibly you hear it again. And then by doing so, you activate a part of your brain that will retain the information. But you need to remember, guys, it's not just enough to study that way. Your main goal with your schoolwork is to understand the information. So when your lecturer or teacher is giving a presentation in class or explaining the work, you need to pay attention. So that's the first step of studying, is to pay attention in class and listen carefully to what your teacher is trying to tell you. Now, then after you've made notes, because that's what your books are for, is to make some notes, you also then have all of your work in your books. What you then are going to be doing is you're going to try and compress those notes or work into smaller paragraphs. So from large paragraphs, you're going to make smaller paragraphs. So you start off with a nice large bit of information. You then compress it into smaller paragraphs, and then after you've copied it, remember guys, you now also read it out loud for yourselves audibly so that you can activate different parts of your brains that's not really sort of used to getting that information. Then after you've done that, you are going to look at each sentence individually. So with each sentence, you are going to have a look also at the key words. So when you look at the key words, you're going to highlight those key words. You can use a highlighter for that, or you can write it over again. Remember, repetition is your best friend when it comes to studying. Now, with the audio files, guys, while you are busy doing this, there's an audio file called Focus. Play that in the background, not overwhelming you, softly. You can use earphones or use the speakers, but have it in the background. Do not have that as your dominant sound coming in. But that's going to help you focus and create these keywords that you are essentially going to be studying. Then, with these keywords, you can use different ways of studying. You can either just stick with the keywords themselves, or you can create mind maps. So when you have a topic, you can start by writing the topic in the middle. There's your topic. Then, for each sentence, you have your keyword, and you can make them attached to that main topic. And then, obviously, everything can be interlinked, or you can start over with a new topic. Now you are stimulating the visual part of your brain. Okay, so now you're going to remember these different pictures or mind maps that you are creating for yourself. And remember, you still are focusing on the key words. Now, when you are doing this and you're repeating this, you are going to be using either memory millstream or memory baroque. And you can use it in conjunction with one another. And what is important, guys, with the focus, it is a 30-minute clip. After the clip is finished, stop. Give yourself a 5-minute break. Go make yourself something to eat or to drink. Go outside. That's a very good tip, to go outside, get some fresh air, clear your mind, come back and finish with your summarizing. So when a teacher talks about summarizing things, this is what we talk about or speak about. Then, after you're done with that, you're going to start learning. And you're going to be learning your keywords or definitions, or you're going to be learning your mind maps. Your 2 different audio files that you're going to be using for that, Millstream or Baroque, are only about 15 minutes long each. And then again, very important, after the 15-minute interval is over, give yourself a 5-minute break. That way, your brain gets a chance to file those files into the cabinet and compress it. Do something else, go outside, take a break, come back and repeat the process at least 3 to 4 times, and that way you will be able to retain the information, hopefully a little bit better. Now, you do not need these audio files, guys, but that's something I'm giving to you that you can use, and that will help you to focus while you are studying, to retain the information while you are studying. It's scientifically proven that some Baroque music stimulates a part of the brain that allows for you to hold information, store information, to be able to recollect that information at a later stage. Now, for those guys that are struggling with either mathematics or with languages, main key with languages, guys, is to read. Read a lot. Books, articles. And once you come across a word or a sentence that you do not understand, take out that dictionary and study that word. As soon as you study the word, you'll understand the concept and you'll be able to understand the work as well. With regards to mathematics, you will need to pay attention in class, very, very important, and you will also need to practice. Mathematics is all about practice. So, find equations and things that you can repeat and do and study that way. Right, guys, I hope this short video gives you a better understanding on how to study, but every person is different when it comes to retaining information and recollecting information. So it is very important that you find the right way for yourself. By just reading something and trying to recollect it at a later stage might not be the best solution for you. So go and find out what is the best method for you to retain information. But that's it for me, guys. Hope to see you guys next time in class with a better understanding about how to study. Have a fantastic week. See you guys next time. Bye for now.